all
Okay.
of you. Sorry.
Go ahead and kick it off, Jeremy. While he's spraying
I
you.
got in the tree.
While he's spraying you.
And I sweat, and so I've started to sweat, and now I sweat, I smell. And mosquitoes love the smell of sweaty socks. That is so if you don't want to be, don't
Vicious
stink.
cycle.
Don't stink. So the operations of the academy it's a company. It's a big business that we go through. In the mornings, we usually try to spend time with our families, with each other, individually, with time in the Word, and just really working on ourselves or our families in the mornings till about 10 o'clock. Just kind of depends on what goes on, and then we'll have a staff meeting in the mornings. Talk about what does our week look like? What does our day look like? The question that we always start off with is there anything that's affecting the academy that we need to talk about right now that dramatically changes our daily operation? And so just covering that, what's mainly important. And then we start with our day of anything from ground maintenance work from 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, have a little lunch, go shopping for the supplies, do some maintenance, fix this, cut the grass.
Bank runs.
Go to the bank.
Meet with local businesses for whatever stuff we might have to do.
At any given time, you have kids.
Yeah, and during that whole time, you've got, after about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, when the first round of little boys let out of school, they're at the gate, hey, hola, want to come in, want some water, wants to help work, which is great. So there's always like everybody's life, there's a distraction. Some of it is, the little boys hanging out, just waiting for hours for the academy to open.
Yeah.
So we're cutting grass, we're getting the academy ready, maybe prepping in classroom, grading math books, and then up until about 3 or 4, where we try to just slow down, look and see what needs to be ready for the day. The coaches will get ready on the field with cones and get ready for practice. If we have physical conditioning that day, Maria and Jason will get ready to do weight training and go through there. Every day we have devotionals, so we'll take a little time for ourselves to get ready for our devotionals with the big boys and the little boys. And then at 5:30 the gate opens and we're heading into the thing.
Take it from there, Maria.
Yeah, at 5:30 we just hit the ground running. At that point, big boys eat, little boys go to classroom. So they're separated. They don't eat together Monday through Thursday, so they're separated. The big boys are eating at that point, and little boys are in the classroom. And then after the big boys eat, they go to classroom, and then the little boys will go to practice on certain days, or go eat. And so they just switch. And then at that point, the big boys are in classroom, devotional, and then weight training, and then the little boys are going to eat. They come to practice. They do devotionals. So our day is going all the way until about 8:30, 9 o'clock sometimes. The little boys don't stay that long. The big boys are a little bit longer. The little boys will usually go home around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and then the big boys are here a little bit longer. They have a little bit longer soccer practice, and so they're here sometimes until about 9 o'clock after showering and doing their chores. 9:30, and then we're done mostly around 9:30, and then we're doing it, wrapping up any other leftover stuff, talking with boys, making sure things are completed.
Giving ride home if it's just too late.
Yeah, sometimes it gets too
bad.
late, or if it's raining a lot, we'll give some of the boys a ride home. Cutting off the lights, locking up, and winding down. There's times where our families are meeting at the kitchen table, just taking a breather, seeing how things went that day, and it's 10 o'clock, almost 10:30, so it's a late day.
Why do you start so late?
We start so late because Honduras, if you're not a geography scholar, is in the Caribbean, and the Caribbean is part of the tropics. And being tropical means it's hot. So it's hot year-round. It's the land of eternal summer. And hot for us is like 90 to 100 degrees, but it might feel like 100 to 120 degrees with the heat index and with the humidity. So for us to play in the middle of the day or even in the mid-afternoon range it's not feasible, and it doesn't work. And also the boys have different school schedules here. The little boys, the younger boys, they go to school in the mornings, but then and they let out at noon. But then the older boys, they go to school from 1 to 5. So that limits us of when we would have when our availability is with the different groups. So we have a field with lights, and it's cooler at night, and all the boys are free after 5 and 5:30, so we can have them all here at the same time, and we don't have to exhaust ourselves trying to run the same program twice during the day. We can do it once with all of our boys here. The only caveat is that our program is a late afternoon and evening program.